friends, welcome back to my channel, welcome if you're new. This is the first TBR that I'll be doing at all for the 2026. I've tried to do TBRs, or I started to think about doing TBRs at the beginning of the year, and then I just haven't been able to set myself anything. My head's been all over the place. But there is a special reason why I'm doing a TBR this month, and that is because in the month of July, Becca from the Becca Fowl, leave a link down below if you don't already know her, which you probably do, is running round 2 of a Sixathon. So I thought this would be a perfect time to set myself a small TBR because there's not that many prompts and you can double up, triple up, whatever you want. If you think it's that kind of thing. There's no competition. You can log what books you read just because she knows she wants to see what people read. But you don't have to log your books as you go, but it's very chill. And I think, 1, I want to support my friend. 2, it's the perfect size of a readathon and style of readathon, given like the headspace that I'm in lately. So the prompts are based on the songs, so we're just going to get right into it. The majority of these I don't own currently, so if editing Lisa can, she'll put images up. Also, if you're a fan, it's currently a heatwave in the UK, so enough said about that. But first up, Ex-Wives. Read a first book in a series, and I've done, actually, I say technically I haven't done a TBR, but I've done like a yearly, like the 26th of 2026. My friends gave me 2 books and 2 prompts to fulfill each month, and I am very behind on that. So I'm going to try, I've tried to combine some of these prompts with the books that I need to read for them, but also books that I want to read that are on my fantasy bingo. But yeah, Ex-Wives is prompt number 1, and I've chosen Critical Role Vox Machina Volume 1. This was a book that Ash put on my last year's read, and she's put again on this year because I failed epically last year as well. Vox Machina, Critical Role, something that I got into because of Ash and Becca, and very much blame them for this, but I'm in no way, shape or form mad about that. But I've been wanting to read this for a while, and I think I could treat myself this month by purchasing the first volume and reading it. Next up we have No Way, a book with religion. And I thought I had this book physically. Maybe I did and unhauled it because I didn't think I was going to read it. But it came up when I researched books with religion that I'm looking for more of a fantasy romance kind of vibe than like epic fantasy. I don't think I'm back in my epic fantasy phase yet. So I've gone for Blood of Hercules by, I can't remember the name of the author. But this is going to fill 2 prompts. And I'll let you know what prompt it fills later down as well. But Blood of Hercules is a book with religion, obviously. Gods. Hercules. Ta-da! Next up, we have Don't Lose Your Head, read an ebook or audiobook. Me and Fee are reading the YA Mafia series called Blood of Blood by Catherine Doyle. This month we've read Vendetta. That was the first book. And we're currently we're then going to move on to Inferno on Mafiosa. I don't know which of these is going to be the one that I read, but it'll be one of those that I read. It depends what we get to by the time July comes. So I'm guessing it's probably only going to be book 2. So we're looking at Inferno. But so far, I'm really loving Vendetta, and I can't wait to read on and see where the series takes us. So yeah. Heart of Stone, read a book with family. So this is where I do have some physical copies, and I have seriously neglected my manga because any reading I have done has predominantly been done via audio, and manga you can't read via audio. So I've decided I'm going to restart 2 series, and it's 2 books, 1 prompt. And did I need to do this? No, but I couldn't pick between them. So we've got Spy Family and Blue Exorcist, and I've picked up the wrong thing. This is, just pretend this is volume 1. I do also have this that I need to read, but not yet. So, Spy Family volume 1 and Blue Exorcist volume 1, I will be reading for this prompt. I'll be restarting the series and hopefully continuing on with the series. So, yeah. I was always also thinking, if I'm getting a manga groove, I would like to start a reread of Full Metal Alchemist, and then treat myself to a sci-fi order, maybe. We shall see. Next up, we have House of Holbein, read a translated book. See, I don't own, other than manga, which is obviously translated, I don't own any translated books, and I could use manga for this, but what I want to do is use an actual novel that is translated. So there are a couple of books that I've had on my radar for a long time. It needs to be there. Days at the Morisaki Bookshop. There's also Before You before the coffee gets cold. I do want to read both of those. These will be probably physical reads, so I'm not sure whether I would get to them both, but it will be one of those two. They have been on my TBR for the longest time. I've been interested in reading them, so yeah, there's that. Next up we have Get Down, a book you judge by the cover. So, Blood and Roses by Callie Hart. So I'm kind of twisting this a little bit. It's partly the cover, but partly the fact that it's Callie Hart. And yes, I've only read Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I've not read anything else by Callie Hart. I haven't read the follow-up from Quicksilver. I know I need to read Brimstone. I keep getting told by so many people. But this is a new book in a series that I believe is sort of like a darker romance, I think. But I don't know, because I literally saw the cover, saw it was Callie Hart, and I was like, put it on my Waterstones wish list. Yeah, so I'll be getting that and seeing what the crack is. Next up, all you want to do is to read a middle grade, YA or new adult, and I've also put Inferno on my Fiosa for this. So I could just use one book for both prompts, but depending on how quick me and Fee read through the series, it could end up being both. So either or. It is a YA series, which for me was like I hadn't, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there are many, if any, other YA Mafia series out there. And I hadn't really heard of a YA Mafia series before. When I think Mafia, I think adult dark. Like, yeah, so... But so far, I'm really enjoying the series, so... Yeah. Next one is I Don't Need Your Love. Read an epistolary book. So another one that's been on my radar for a while is How to Lose Time War. I've been told by all of my friends that have read this that it is really good, and I'm really intrigued, but it's not usually a book that I would go for. I've read out of my comfort zone in the past from friend recommendations and loved it, so I'm gonna give it a go. We're gonna see. But there's also, I watch Emmy Rossum, and she's just recently read, is it The Corresponder? I think that's what it's called. It made her cry. I might try and get that on my Kindle. I don't know. We'll see. Second to last prompt is 6, read a standalone. And this is also on my 26 and 2026. So In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune. I have read quite a few books by TJ Klune. Loved the books that I've read so far by them, and I would like to continue. I've got a bit behind on their releases. I haven't read Somewhere by the Sea, haven't read this. I'm sure there's another book somewhere that I'm something about Beneath, I can't remember, but I've got behind on their releases. I also need to continue with the Green Creek series, so yeah, this. And finally, Mega 6, read a retelling, and this is the other prompt that I will be putting Blood of Hercules down for, because when I googled it, it was also a retelling. So 2 birds, 1 stone, there we go. And that's it. That is my very short, sweet TBR. There are some other things I want to read as well. Me and Chels are buddy reading the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. I have reread book 1 this month, waiting for Chels to finish book 1 so we can have a little bit of a chat about it, and then we're going to be moving on to book 2 hopefully next month, so that'll be fun. And there's also a reread of Akata that I want to do. Do I do it? I don't know. I don't know. On the one hand, I'm really excited for Akata 6 and 7, but on the other hand, I'm nervous, because if any of them follow Elaine as the main character, the likelihood that I will pick them up is below 10%, not gonna lie. She's one of the least interesting characters in the whole series, and if it ends up being an Elaine and Adriel thing, I also won't be continuing, which will be sad, but yeah, in 2 minds about that. But I would like to reread the series at some point, and leading up to the releases of 6 and 7 kind of makes sense to do it on that in that time frame. So yeah, so there we go. That's it. That's me. If you do like me and you want to see more of me, please like, comment, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. If you're here and you want me to know you're here but everything to say, please leave a black heart. Very much appreciated. You can also hype me up, which is a fun thing that they do now. And yeah, I'm hoping if Editing Lisa can get a backside in gear, that I can start releasing some more videos. Some have been filmed, just Editing Lisa just hates editing. So yeah, we'll see. But thank you very much, and I will see you all very soon.